The first meeting and educational session was held at Solidarity House. Barbadians present and viewing online represented a wide cross-section of the citizenry. Further insight into the makeup of the commission was provided by Chairman Sir Richard Cheltenham, and Barbadians were introduced to its members. Its findings and recommendations are expected to be delivered in a report to the President by November 8th.
Generally speaking, we are to look at our current parliamentary system and see what reforms need to be implemented in the structure and functioning of Parliament. As part of our responsibility, we are mandated to consult widely with the public and to hear the opinions and suggestions of all Barbadians. There is a place for every fellow Barbadian in this process. In fact, we have issued a public notice inviting written submissions from those who do not want to appear in person.
Trade unionist Edwin O'Neill, during his contribution, suggested a system for a recall of elected representatives.
The mechanics as to how we implement a recall system is not difficult to work out. In the global village, where we are now bombarded by political systems from all over the world, I think we also got to look at what is to be the role of the Senate. Is it going to continue to be a mirror of the House of Lords? Or is it going to move more towards the American system of a super representative being elected?
Attorney at law Lalu Hanuman put forward a case for Barbados to consider an alternative to the first-past-the-post system.
I would urge the panel to seriously consider an alternative to first-past-the-post. There are alternatives, and there's one called a single transferable vote, there's one called alternative vote system. There are a number of other methods other than just blatant PR list systems. Or alternatively, one of the chambers can have a PR system and the other chamber can have the first-past-the-post system, which would still give the constituency representation.
The youth voice was represented by Pierre Cook Jr., a former member of the Barbados Youth Parliament. He says it's important to create dedicated spaces for youth involvement.
There was a time when we were situated and under the guidance and governance of Parliament. And I think that is something that would be useful as well for us to go back to, so that we have a dedicated group of young persons who are interested in the parliamentary system, interested in getting involved in Senate, interested in getting involved in elected governance, but who may not necessarily want to be aligned to a political party.
The times and venues for more town hall meetings will be announced in due course. Kishmar St, Juste, CBC News.